Picture this. You're laid up in the hospital with a shattered leg from a car wreck, barely able to move. And your boyfriend of 4 years? He's out at a rager, arm slung around his ex, posting, "Finally free from the needy drama queen and her endless demands." Yeah, that's me, Sara, the drama queen who turned the tables so hard, his whole life ended up in the trash. Literally, buckle up for this wild revenge ride. You won't believe how it all went down. Hey everyone, it's Sara here with the tea that's been brewing for way too long. Buckle up. This is the story of how I dated a guy who called himself the compost king and ended up treating me like yesterday's scraps. We met 4 years ago at a community garden project my company sponsored. I was on compost duty, knee-deep in rotting veggies, and there he was, Richard, our fearless leader, dropping lines like, "Breaking down is just the first step to building something beautiful." My plant-obsessed heart ate it up. Sign me up for that metaphor, right? Fast forward, and the only thing breaking down was my self-respect. Let's break it down, shall we? Richard chipped in on rent exactly 7 times in 4 years. My name's the only one on the lease because his credit was temporarily damaged. Code for trashed. He was unemployed about 60% of our time together. When cash did hit, it vanished on his gaming rig, fresh threads, or nights out with the boys. He'd borrow my car more often than he'd ask about my day. But hey, love makes you blind. I told myself he was finding himself, full of potential. Classic excuses for dating a total man-child. Then, last week, boom, car accident. Some jerk blew a red light and T-boned me. Broken leg, 3 cracked ribs, concussion. Doc said I was lucky it wasn't worse, but damn, it hurt like hell. Richard? He swung by the hospital once, for 20 minutes. "Hospitals give me anxiety," he said. "I need to process this trauma my way." Trauma? That was my wreck. Dude, my leg with metal pins shoved in it. Meanwhile, my bestie Anastasia, she camped out in that torture chair for 3 nights straight. Helped me hobble to the bathroom, snuck in real food, even washed my greasy hair in the sink. That's what real ride or die looks like. So I'm doped up on painkillers, feeling like roadkill, when Anastasia's face goes ghost white scrolling her phone. "What's up?" I ask. She brushes it off, but I snatch at pain meds make me bold like that. And there it is, Richard at a party, draped over his ex Katie, captions screaming, finally free from the needy drama queen and her constant demands. I froze. 4 years of me propping him up emotionally, financially, through his finding himself phases and gaming marathons where he'd ghost a dirty toilet for days. And this? While I'm bedridden, the comments from our friends? "Glad you're happy, bro. You deserve better." Not one. Isn't Sara in the hospital right now?" I didn't rage text, didn't call, just processed. And in that haze, it hit me. My name's the only one on the lease. Game on. I looped in my landlord, my brother, my cousin, while I crashed at Anastasia's for recovery. Richard kept dipping back to the apartment, clueless. Enter phase 1. My brother Dylan and 2 of his work buddies on their day off, bless them, rolled up and packed everything of his. Crusty socks under the couch, limited edition Funko Pops, that beast of a gaming setup with its custom controllers, his hoarded craft beers aging in the closet, signed baseball cards from his grandpa. All of it, straight to the dumpster out back. Not the recycling, let the compost king break down with the real trash where he belongs. Harsh? Maybe, but he'd ghosted rent for 3 months. I'd been burying the eviction notices, too embarrassed my boyfriend couldn't pull his weight. I'd hustled extra freelance gigs to cover his half while he networked. Yeah, right. Oh, and get this. Instead of hospital visits, he was prepping for a job interview. One I hooked him up with through my network. The hiring manager? My old college roommate's brother at a financial firm. Cue the screenshots. His trashy party post. His 0 rent history. Texts where he bragged about gaming the system. Finally free from his needy girlfriend in the hospital, indeed. Job offer? Rescinded, faster than you can say overdraft. This morning, my phone's exploding. Richard's texts start feral. Where's my stuff? You can't do this. Those collectibles are worth thousands you're paying. Then the pivot. Baby, I'm sorry. I was drunk and stupid. Katie's nothing. I was stressed, please. I love you. We can fix this. The kicker? Messages from his mom, Deborah, who's always acted like I won the lottery, snagging her precious boy. Reconsider, sweetie. He made a mistake. Don't ruin his life. She even knew about the job sabotage. You're being vindictive and cruel. Vindictive? After 4 years of me carrying us while he visited once and partied on my dime? Lease renews next month, I'm out. Crashing with Anastasia till I snag a new spot. Fresh start. No more furniture haunted by his all-night fortnight sessions while I cooked and cleaned. No regrets. Not a single one. Quick edits. Legal drama? Zilch. His name's nowhere on the lease. No contributions. My cousin lawyer says he's got squat. Healing up good. 6 more weeks in this boot. But ribs are easing up. Why stick around so long? Love's a hell of a drug. The good times tricked me into thinking the crap was temporary. Classic, I know. I'll drop Fallout updates tomorrow. His mom's blown up my phone 17 times already. Voicemail swinging from sobs to shade. Richard tried storming the apartment. Landlord shut him down cold. Oh, and I might have sprung for new locks. First update, y'all. Whoa, didn't expect this to blow up. Thanks for the love, the laughs, and all that legal wisdom in the comments. As promised, the chaos train keeps rolling. Remember Deborah's 17 calls? Make it 43 in under 36 hours. I finally picked up on 44 propped in Anastasia's guest bed. Leg on a pillow fortress, stress-munching sour cream and onion chips. That 28-minute call? A masterpiece of sobs, guilt trips, and low-key threats. Highlight reel, Richard's been crying nonstop for days. I've never seen him like this. Funny. I bawled for days post-crash when he ghosted. Those collectibles? Grandpa's baseball cards. Cool. Deborah know how much rent's run me for 4 years? Down to the penny. He was gonna propose, showed me the ring. Unless it's forged from IOUs and empty promises. Doubtful. We could press charges for property damage. My cousin already shut that down. Nah. Then the whoppers. You've been controlling his money, isolating him from friends and family. I straight up cackled, nearly popped a rib stitch. Me? Controlling finances? The dude who blew our grocery budget on a limited edition gaming keyboard? Who hit me up for $3,000 on a business op that was just crypto smoke? Hasn't flashed a bank statement voluntarily in 3 years? Isolating? I threw his birthday bashes, shopped for your Christmas gifts, chauffeured him to family stuff when his ride got repoed. But I didn't hang up. I hit her with, when's the last time he paid rent? Crickets. Oh, you two had an arrangement, you handled bills, he covered the rest. The rest? I laid it out, $17,000 in credit debt from floating his share. Overtime hell, while he networked via Xbox. Sold my grandma's jewelry last year for rent when his big money flaked. You could hear her bubble burst over the line. But he said he's been supporting you, that you lost your job. Lost job? 6 years at mine, 2 promotions. Richard, 7 gigs in 4 years, longest 3 months. I skipped the roast and promised emails. Bank statements, rent stubs, those shady texts. Mentioned the hospital post, she knew nothing. Call ends with, gotta talk to Richard, I'll circle back. Hasn't. Shocker. Dumpster deets since y'all asked. Couldn't lift a sock with this leg. So Dylan, absolute hero, brought his crew. Paid him fair, unlike some. 4 hours of hell. Hauling his $2,800 custom PC. Boxed figurines for value. Sports junk he wouldn't let me display because it clashed with my decor he never funded. That throne gaming chair. Dylan paraded it to the dumpster like a cursed relic. No smashing, just a one-way ticket to Garbageville. Kept the essentials. Birth cert, SS card, fam pics, meds folder. Handed to the landlord, who's 100% Team Sara after the post screenshots. He even swapped the locks. Richard banged the door twice yesterday, yelling for entry. Threatened cops the second time till landlord goes, "Love to. Let's explain your rent skip to 'em together." Poof gone. Cockroaches hate the light. Huh? Job fallout. Financial firm gig, handling client bucks. Richard couldn't balance a checkbook. Overdrafted twice in a row on video games. Forgetting the first fee. Shared facts only. Posts, payment ghosts, brag texts. Petty. Consider, would you trust him with your 401k? They yanked the offer. Today, Richard's upgraded to weepy emails. Deep reflecting, babe. I'm changed, ready to commit, contribute, partner up. Took a near fatal crash. Years of me bankrolling, public roast, total wipeout, and mom exposure for that epiphany. What a steal. His old college roomie Remy DM'd, Richard's couch surfing, blubbering, plotting a grand gesture to win me back. Owes him cash too. Color me stunned. I'm beat body from the wreck, soul from the mess, but lighter than air. That backpack? Gone. Tomorrow, doc check and apartment scrolling with Anastasia. Lease dies in 30 freedom loading. Second update, Revenge Squad, your girl's back, and the plot thickens like bad compost. Medical first. Legs mending might ditch this cast piece in 4 weeks, not 6. Ribs? Ache when I crack up, which is constant with this nonsense. Now, the juice. Grand gesture dropped and who boy predictable, lame and all about him, as forecasted. Yesterday, Anastasia's doorman buzzes. Delivery for Sara. We're apartment hunting online. So down she goes. Stairs are my kryptonite. Back in 5 with the weirdest face and a compost bin. Straight up plastic tub of dirt, worms, veggie peels. Note on top, like compost, our love can break down and rebuild stronger. I'm decomposing my old self to be the man you deserve. Let's grow together. I swear on my succulents, the compost king thought rotting garbage would reel me in. Delusional much? Anastasia and I howled extra pain pills for my ribs stat. She snapped me bewildered next to the worm party. Insta-captioned, when your BFF's ex bets on bugs for romance. Tagged me, spared him. But wait, buried in the muck? Velvet box with a ring. Coated in compost crud. Not even cute. Fake diamond, gold plating already greening my fingers. Engraved inside, 1421. Katie's birthday, for context. Recycled reject from her era, plopped in a decay bucket. Symbolism? Chef's kiss of irony. My reply text, one line, the compost bin's exactly where our relationship belongs, rotting with the worms and waste. His flood? Defenses, excuses, and it cuts off there, just like the drama. Cars totaled, insurance dragging on payout. Wheeling on Anastasia and Ubers for now. Safety vibes? Building cams, doorman detail, and Richard's Pete Coward all bark, zero bite. That's Sara's saga from cracked to kicking ass. If he swings another stunt, updates incoming. It'll be tacky, broke, or somehow starring him, or all three. Ever pulled a petty win? Spill in comments. Hit like if your team dump. Sub for more mess. Bell for alerts. Thanks for riding this with me. Catch you next chaos.